Hello, everybody. It's 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Time for Pop Speed Digital Marketing's Hot Take Tuesday. Today, we are talking about Facebook. And it's one of those channels, it's the elephant in the room, still the most downloaded app. And you'll hear us say that Meta's back end is a dumpster fire. It kind of is. I mean, promoting and making things work on Meta requires a certain amount of tenacity, but that doesn't mean that it's not an incredibly valuable channel, and that we don't recommend tons of our clients get on it and use it, because there's a way to get great leads and great attention and click-throughs to your website and all kinds of wonderful things using Facebook. So Kylie, tell us what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about Facebook for brands. We're kind of continuing on with our series on getting ROI from your digital marketing. So the first thing to touch on is that a lot of people think that Facebook is a dying channel. This is not true. There are still a ton of ways to get ROI from your digital marketing on Facebook. Honestly, I think that Facebook is one of the strongest for gaining that ROI. So we'll touch on that a little bit. We're going to talk about, as Lori said, Meta Business Suite and ads on Facebook and how they are an excellent tool. It may be a dumpster fire, but it works once you get it figured out.
Yeah.
And then we're going to wrap it up with tailoring your content appropriately. And we think that this may be where things get a little bit lost in translation for Facebook. It's not gonna function the same way that a TikTok or an Instagram is in gaining that ROI, but there are ways to make sure that your content fits the platform and is, securing some engagement from your audience.
Yes. And this is Monkey. Monkey decided he wants to join us this morning, so we're just going to let him, because otherwise he would cry. We don't want that. So, okay, so Meta, let's talk about Meta and Facebook. Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. So you'll have a one primary place to control your ads for both Meta and Facebook. But for today, we're going to focus on Facebook. And I got to say, people have been saying Facebook is dying for a long, long time. But how many users do they have, Kylie? I think
It's about 3 billion roughly.
Yeah. And it's a place that people keep track of their family. They keep track of special things that they're interested in. If you hate Facebook, you're doing something wrong. And I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people talk about there's so much negativity on Facebook. There's so much there that we should be, that isn't good for me. I don't like how they act, how they behave. Well, clean your feed. Get those things that are negative out of your feed. People are negative, get them off your list, hide their content, and you can create a really nice curated feed for yourself that has your friends, your family, nice inspirational quotes, great solid information, news, all kinds of things. And people are still using it very frequently. And it's funny that people will say it's for old people, but the young people go there to check on the old people. So, they'll go there to see what mom and dad are talking about, or what my aunt, I have a brother in Japan. We communicate on Facebook with a family chat, and we also do video chats through Facebook. So it is a really great tool, and yes, you can use it for your social media marketing. Anything else to add there?
I think a couple of like the really important things to touch on that maybe don't get talked about very often with Facebook are all of the extra special functions that they have that not a lot of its counterparts do in like other social media channels. So you have like Facebook groups. That's something that will refer a lot of clients to. I'm pretty sure we've talked about it on a Hot Take Tuesday before. Just kind of like gathering on Facebook digitally with, whatever the case may be. I know we have some Facebook groups that we run on behalf of our clients. I know that you'll find groups for, I'm trying to think of some other ones. Like I'm in one for when we previously lived in Michigan, one for like Michigan rescues and Michigan dogs and local, like just local things, or, even globally like-minded people. There's a lot of space to just connect with people on a deeper level. You have Facebook Marketplace. You have just so many functions that keep people coming back to the platform.
Yes. Absolutely. My son likes to buy cars on Facebook Marketplace.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yes, you
exactly.
can buy anything. I think you can buy houses on Facebook Marketplace. You
You
can buy
certainly
everything on
can.
Facebook Marketplace. So is it perfect? No, it's not. Is it still one of the best channels out there for reaching a large audience? In a lot of cases,
Mhm,
absolutely, especially if your audience is B2C, business to
mhm.
consumer businesses. Facebook is the place to go. The targeting is amazing. There's a lot you can do to get the attention of your prospects on Facebook.
Mhm.
Okay, what are we talking about here, Kylie?
Next up, we're going to talk about Meta Business Suite and Ads Manager. So, again, we'll say it until we're blue in the face. It is a dumpster fire. It is a hot mess in the back end of Meta. It absolutely is. It's difficult to figure out. It's constantly changing. There are, I don't want to say a lot of flaws with the system, but it's a confusing system to kind of master. I don't know
Yes.
that I would say we're masters of it, but I think what Lori said is absolutely true. If you have tenacity, you're gonna get it figured
Yes.
out on a regular
Yes.
basis. And once you get it figured out, it is so effective. I would personally argue in our experience that ads through Meta are far and away better and more effective at reaching who you want to reach on a consistent
Yeah.
basis than any other ads platform on any other channel.
Yeah, they're it's high performing, and the
Yeah.
issue with it is a lot of times it will pay off to go with the professionals to handle your Meta promotion for a couple
Mhm.
different reasons. It's confusing. What's the difference between a boost and an ad? They change it all the time. We just encountered this yesterday where there's an auto, the auto setting for comparing ads using their AI copy is automatically on. So you have to
Mhm.
know that if you go in there and you're setting up an ad to switch that off, or it'll give you a bunch of AI drivel. Do some people like AI drivel? I guess if you're not a writer, maybe that's your thing. But what we found is, when those kinds of things happen, we catch them so you don't have to because we've been
Mhm.
there. We work on it constantly. I'm on the back end of Meta on a daily basis. We use it to drive literally thousands of people to our clients' websites. I mean, it's really effective if you're trying to reach parents, if you're trying to reach
Mhm.
entrepreneurs, if you're trying to reach grandparents, teachers. Teachers are a big audience there. Medical professionals. I
Mhm.
can't. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So it is a really great platform to spend your money on as far as ad spend.
Yeah.
But you want to work with somebody who knows what they're doing, so that you're not wasting money testing and learning things yourself. So that's
Yeah.
what we're here for, is to help our clients understand that dumpster fire of a back end that we kind of live in. It's kind of hot, but it's okay. We kind of, we know
Right.
how it
We're like,
works, so
no,
we
that's
don't
just Meta.
don't fight back too much. So yeah.
Right.
And our next slide, Kylie, what's
Our
up
next
next?
slide. This one is about tailoring content appropriately. So what we mean by this, and I'm sure we've said this before, is that not all channels work the same. So the type of content that you're going to publish on LinkedIn is not the same kind of content that you're going to publish on Instagram, and that's not the same that you're going to publish on Facebook, TikTok, the list goes on. So Facebook, I would say Facebook and Instagram are two of our most recommended platforms across our
Mhm.
client roster. If we're not going to recommend Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it to everybody, we're not going to recommend LinkedIn to everybody, but Instagram and Facebook, pretty much across the board,
Mhm.
most brands should be on both of those platforms. A, for the ads tools, and B, just because of the
Mhm.
sheer number of people that are there, and I mean, 3 billion people is no joke, right?
No.
So the thing to consider here though is that we need to tailor our content to who is on Facebook. And that just means that you need to do some research. It means that there needs to be a strategy in place. And ultimately, like, who goes to Facebook to be sold to? Really
Nobody.
nobody. So this is exactly. So this is another example of where we're going to say stand out by fitting in. So a lot of people will go to check on acquaintances or relatives or things like that just to see what their friends and loved ones are up to. So this is where we would use those smiling faces, really limit our graphics, and just be really personable and informal and connect on a deeper, more personal, more authentic level to our audience on Facebook.
Mhm. Absolutely. Molly, what's your favorite thing about Facebook for clients?
I would say definitely kind of like what Kylie already said, like just how many different functions it has, especially with Facebook groups and um, like the e-commerce that they can do on the platform as
Yeah.
well. So
You can set up an entire shop
Yeah.
on your
yeah,
Facebook page and sell direct from Facebook. If you're a charitable organization, you can set up a donation page or donation so that when people can just click that button on Facebook and donate right through Facebook where they may already have a credit card set up. Makes it nice and easy. So yes, we recommend Facebook. Molly has a charter school that she does our copywriting and social media management for. And they have I think $175 budget for promotion, and they get so much engagement and so much um, great information out to the parents through their Facebook and Instagram channels. So again, we wouldn't, very rarely would we recommend that a B2B brand go on Facebook. But if you're B2C or you're creating a community, there's a lot of categories where it's just fantastic. So that's what we've got for you today. Anything to add, ladies?
No, just be on Facebook. It's not dying. Keep that in mind.
It's not
yeah,
dying. It's still, I think
It's
it's
not
probably,
dying.
I'd have to check, but I'm pretty certain it's still the most downloaded app in the app
Yeah.
I
stores.
think it
So
is.
yeah,
I
it's
think what would
really
be like
popular.
more accurate, just to like for anybody that does think it's dying, is that maybe some other channels are just catching up to it a little bit,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
But no, definitely not a dying channel.
Nope. Nope. So that's what we've got for you today, everybody. We will be back next Tuesday with more ROI focused social media tips and information. So if you are interested in learning more about us, please visit our website at popspeeddigital.com. And we are all open networkers on LinkedIn as well. So connect with us there. We always offer a half-hour audit of your current social media effort to help you understand how we approach it. And we will see you next week. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.